Hello, everyone. Hello, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us. My name is Tina, and this is Digital Business Talk. And tonight we have two guests, and we're going to be talking about an awesome topic. If you have kids, nieces, nephews, then definitely, if you are any kind of role model to kids, then this is definitely for you. We are digital business owners, and we are here to share about our experiences and also to let you know that you can do this exact same thing. Okay. So, again, my name is Tina. I am a teacher, a mom, and a wife, and of course, a digital business owner. And I'm so excited to be here with everyone tonight. Tonight, we have actually two guests. We have Thui from Texas and Linda from California. So I'll have introduce herself, and then we'll go to Linda, Pena, and then Say. Okay, go ahead, Thui. You can share a little
Yes.
bit about yourself.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tina. Okay. Hi, everybody. I introduce myself a little bit. I'm Tuyết from Texas, USA. I have lovely family, mom, husband, boy 21 and girl teenager, and I work beauty salon and I medical assistant, and then I own a digital business. Yes, thank you. Go back, Tina.
Thank you. Go ahead, Linda.
Hi everyone, I'm Linda and I currently reside in California. I am a wife, mom. Um, excuse me. I'm a wife, mom of six, and I am also a working mom. I have a career in healthcare in the corporate world, and I am also a proud digital business owner for the past 3 years. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
Okay, Pena.
Hello, everyone. My name is Pania, and I am also a mom of two. I am a wife. I'm a working mom. I work in the medical field, and I am also a proud digital business owner as well. And it's been 3 years for me too. So yeah, super excited to meet all the new faces. So, Coach, your turn.
Hello, everyone. Renya Zhang. Welcome, Linda. Welcome, Thui. So good to have you both here with us, and thank you for being here. I'm super excited for tonight. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Tay, and I'm a business coach in this business. I'm also a mentor, a mom, a wife, and a full-time digital business owner. And I love this business so much. So if you let me talk, I will talk all day. But I'm super excited for the topic, so I will pass the floor back to Tina.
Thank you. I'm just so glad that we are here together. So we're holding the space, and we're tonight's topic is going to be amazing. Okay, so all of us, we are juggling between mom, being a spouse, being a professional, and then also running our business on top of, I'm sure, other roles that we are playing just within our household, in the profession. And so tonight's topic is how are we, and I let me just share it on the banner, um, teaching our kids about purpose through the way that we live. Okay, so that could be just how you talk to yourself, how you are aligning your goals and dreams to being a mom, and not just letting them see you be a mom, because we know that we are so ambitious, and we know that we just have a lot of goals. And so, how are you, ladies, balancing that, and then also showing your kids how to model after you, I guess you can say. So anyone can share. Anyone can share first. Those are just some of the things to think about. And then also, I just want to put another question out there. How are you handling those difficult days? I know I have a lot, and so I have to remind myself how to model resilience through working through those issues or my difficult days. So the floor is open to anybody, and then feel free to just jump in, add, or choose the next person too when you're finished sharing.
I can go first. That is a great topic and a great thing that we should really bring to light, because teaching our kids about purpose through our lives is really important, because we're their biggest role model. We're the front, whether you can say the front line, right? Where they see what we do, what we say, and kids learn most by watching, right? Not just watching us, but watching social media, watching TV, watching the internet, right? And not just listening anymore. They do listen, they do hear what we say. So our daily actions really do speak louder than any motivational speech. Because I remember growing up, it's always like lecture, 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 right? It's like, do this, don't do that, be this, don't be that, right? Because if you have Asian parents, you probably know what I'm talking about. Mean in a bad way or anything. They just want what's best for us, right? And so when we teach our kids by showing it through our lives, is I'm not talking about like the give them a book in the deep talk at the age of 10 and like tell them that what they need to be and how they need to become. But for me, I think I'm talking about something that's really powerful, right? Like how our everyday lives, whether we realize it or not, our kids watch everything we do. And if we want to teach them about business, we have to show them, right? And that's what we all are doing here as parents, right? And we're all moms here, we're all wives. We model, right? They're models, and how we show up for work, how we react to things when things don't go our way. Because if we yell, they're going to grow up yelling when something doesn't go their way, right? But if we handle it smoothly and really take a step back and not react, and when things don't go our way, we show them by chasing our goals, right? Or don't chase our goals if we don't chase our dreams. And they're learning not just from what we say, but from what we do. And when the most important is when you model ambition, you will show them it's okay to chase big dreams. It's okay to dream big. And when you show them resilience, you teach them how to step back, to stand back, and to reflect when life knocks you down, right? Or to stand back up. And it's a work in progress for me. But when we live in alignment, like actions that make our values, they actually learn what integrity looks like. And there's a thing that teaching purpose, teaching purpose doesn't mean that you have to be perfect. It means being intentional. It means letting them see you work hard, but also rest as well, and balancing it, right? It shows them that being a parent and pursuing purpose in life doesn't have to cancel each other out. So life and living and chasing your dreams, they don't have to cancel one or the other. And when you manage work and life intentionally, your kids will learn that it's possible. It's possible to build the love without losing yourself in the process too. Because I don't know about you ladies here, but for me, I did lose myself along some way, like when we worked in the corporate world, right? Before I found this job, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I was doing. And so that made him kind of my boss, okay? When I reference my boss, kind of lost too. Like he didn't know what he wanted to do. And now he's going through that phase because I modeled that, where I was working in the corporate world, just running on empty. So I don't want to say too much because I want to hear from you guys too, but that's how I see it now, modeling and teaching kids through purpose, what purpose through our lives, right? So let's hear from you, Linda.
Okay. Yeah. Well, great topic here. This hits home for me. Coach, you mentioned a lot that just sort of just resonate with me. And I would say that one of the biggest lessons that I have learned as a mom, and now as a mompreneur building, her own digital business, is that kids don't, just learn from what we tell them, right? and they learn from what we model. And for the longest time, I thought that being a good parent meant always putting their needs first. And while that's part of it, I've come to realize that showing them ambition, the resilience, and purpose is just as important. I didn't know that until just recent years. I mean, I knew of it, but I didn't model it until later on because I was still stuck in that phase of what I was, years ago, and what I was only known of. But when when my kids do see me juggling work, life, and still showing up with the passion and just being alignment with whatever I'm doing, they see what's possible for themselves too. I have 6 kids, and they all range from 19 to infant. So there's a lot of different, kids are still growing. So I have, I'm not perfect, but I am still learning as we all go. But I also learned that it's not just about being perfect. Coach Ted mentioned being about intentional, and having them watch us, or having them watch me bounce back. How we make decisions and how we show up even when it's hard. I hope that that's how I'm teaching my kids about purpose, and hope that by doing that and by living through it, that they will learn and pick up these skills as well for themselves. Let's see here. We'll go with Tway.
Yes, thank you. I agree. The course and the Linda, the topic is very, very nice. And for me, the kids learn from my life, and then my lecture, and they are watching myself, my life, and change my dream, uh, failure, and treat the other, and speak about my work, sports, something I did some look like the book I know. Throw away, I can lie and live and love when I support my goals with the attention and intensity, and slide give them permission to do the same. And I just not a rising the children, I rising future adult who will mirror what I say in mind. Yes, and the balance, the model, the balance. Like I work very hard, but I consider the schedule, which one the important and which one later, and I can do later. Yes, and I'm very busy for mom and kids and working, but I still the powder for work is so busy. We call that my dream. That's why I all the time practice for the model, learn from anybody. Yes, and I want my the business they grow up, and practice the knowledge anytime, every day. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Go ahead, Pania.
Thank you, Twee, for talking about how as a working mom, we juggle a lot of responsibilities, and we're busy ourselves, but at the same time, we want to show our kids that no matter how busy you get, as long as you still have your mindset and your a purpose, like a goal to reach, then you can take it step by step. Um, in this business, it has helped me gain a lot of confidence, and I want to show my kids that when you gain or build that confidence, it will open up a lot of opportunities for you. You're capable of doing things. um, you know by yourself or even with support. And when my kids see me, doing these lives within this business, just communicating with other business partners, it makes them feel like, oh, mom can do it. I can do it too. It's just like, YouTube and social media. And they're like, it opens them up to be able to speak up and, show themselves out there. So that way, as they get older, they're not scared. They're not afraid to, talk or share knowledge to their fellow friends or whoever. So yeah, a lot of this it deals with confidence, building that confidence for your kids. So yeah.
Wow,
Tina.
you ladies touched on like so many great points, and I think one thing that I really heard as a theme was really, making progress, right? And having that goal, and that we're still learning as moms and as business owners, and also just being a role model for our kids. And I think that's so important because, we can't sit here and say, well, you go and do this, while if we're not doing it ourselves, right? We can't push our kids to do that, and we can't tell them how to live if we're not doing it ourselves. And I think that's the one of the big things too, where if we want them to live a more wonderful life than us, then we have to do better than what our parents taught us. And in that sense, where we want to be able to leave a legacy through them, and to be able to just instill in them the possibility of just a better life overall. And I think that's so important. And I wanted to ask too, what kind of legacy, do you want to leave? And I think one of the biggest thing is, I like to know why. Like, why do you want to leave this legacy for your kids? And why are you showing up as you are today, as a business owner? Like, it's so easy just to say, let me go to work, let me get a paycheck, and it's easy, and I'll pay the bills, and I'll just, do the bare minimum. So I want to ask you ladies, what is it that is that burning desire for you to say, you know what, I want my kids to have more, and I want to be that role model? And so just share your thoughts on that. And we can start with Tui. You want to go first?
Me?
Yes.
Cause
Just like, what is your biggest why? Like, why are you
me?
doing this so that your children can see you? Oh, I think I might have a delay. Is that me? Okay, Tui. You can go first, Tui.
Yes. Okay. I'm sharing. Thank you, Tina. I'm sharing why I'm here. Because I want when I joined a digital business, and I had the time for my kids, I had the time for my family, and I had be financially and be the time. Yes, that's why I want to share with my kids. So I can do the business when they look scary for me, because I do the technique now. I don't know how the marketing. I don't know nothing, but I I very I want to do it. I want to do the digital business, because that's my dream. That's I want the take the time for my kids, take the time for the money, and then I want the financial fee, and I want when I have when I'm retired, I had a budget. I can go around the vacation, and I can take care somebody, because I had the budget already. I can take care somebody. They need the me help. That's why I sold the business, and I want to share with the people, and they know the digital business. That's very, very good for the digital business. That's why I sold that. Thank
Mhm.
you, Gina.
Thank you. Thank you. And you said something that really resonates with me too about retirement, because I think that, we work so hard, right? We work so hard, and then it would be so unfortunate if when we are at retirement and we don't have enough money to sustain our life at that time. And then we don't want to depend on our children because they're trying to make it on their own too, right? So you brought up a really good point about just, being able to have that financial independence and not have to, like if you want to travel, you don't have to wait for someone to fund it. You can pay for it yourself. So thank you for sharing.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, Pena, you want to go next?
Yes. For me, why why I started in this business is because, I want to, make some changes. I want to show my kids that, you know, I don't have to work on a 9 to 5. I can be my own business owner, along with this digital business or any other business, that they are interested in. They don't have to work a 9 to 5, like being a doctor or, nurse, whatever, that our parents want us to be. And if they don't want to be that, that's okay. Whatever they want to do in their lives, and that is totally fine. As long as they're, they along the way they know how to be independent, and build confidence and build new skills for themselves. And so I want to show them that if they want to be in this business, it can help, um, provide them all these skills and the confidence and meeting new people, and just learning about the business world too. So there's a lot to learn, and um, pretty much, yeah, knowledge, gain more knowledge. So yeah.
Yes, and then in our digital business, right, we have so many trainings available. So anyone who's watching the replay, when you join the business, it's not about just you doing it on your own. There's so many resources. There are business partners, there's videos, there's coaches, and so there's a plethora of knowledge and resources, and so you will never be alone. Okay, that's one of the great things about this business.
Yeah.
Okay, Linda?
Yes.
Okay, so for me, my why has always been my family. Family is everything. I am definitely a mama bear first before anything else. And so for me, I want to be a role model and leave a legacy for my children, to show them that they can, that I can break free from generational poverty. Okay, build multiple streams of income, build generational wealth, to show them that they can do that. And just being able to um, create financial independence on my terms, and just having enough money, right, just to live life and do things on our own terms. And like what Pena mentioned as well, that there's more to just the life of 9 to 5. And so that's always been my why, and I hope that I can continue that and instill these skills and these lessons to my children, so that way they're on the right track to being better than mom and dad.
Thank you for sharing that. And I know it is so important. I that resonates with me, Linda, because I always felt like I'm a little bit of a rebel. I'm the youngest of 9. So I always felt like, okay, whatever brother and sister do, I have to kind of like, um, you know, I don't want to have to do what they have to do, right? And so being the youngest, I kind of, did things. By the time it got to me, my parents were like, we're out of energy. We don't really need to discipline you. And so there was a lot of freedom there. And so I feel like, having taught for over 20 years, I felt like, oh my gosh, like I need some freedom in my life. And this digital business does that for me, because I'm like, wow, I can show up the way that I want to. I can be creative. I can, there's many possibilities. And so that's what I absolutely love about this. And I think that part of that, I end up teaching it to my kids,
Uh-oh.
free from the norm and really, really making your own rules. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm just like, this digital business is so wonderful. I love every aspect of it. Like I could really be anywhere in the world working on my business. And so that is a little bit of that freedom. And that's what I absolutely love. Okay. And Tay, I'll have you share.
Yeah, you ladies made some really good points. And the theme that I hear is about building confidence in your kids, right? Like Dewey said, you're not just raising kids, you're not just teaching them kids, you're raising adults, like our next generation, right? And creating that legacy and teaching them. Because school doesn't teach business, okay? So school teaches them to be bee workers, right? And so if we don't teach our kids business, who's going to, right? They're going to wait until they're our age and then learn about business. Well, we don't have to wait, right? Because we have this amazing digital business that you all have already pointed out some really great benefits, like our amazing community, right? The support is just so uplifting. And the training platform, the portability of this business where it travels with you. And you guys talked about, and how about the flexibility of it, right? And you work on your own terms, like how you just mentioned, Tina, that you get to, this is your thing, right? You get to take it with you and it's flexible. You work it on your time and it's your business. And so again, schools don't teach kids to be, or us, when we were in school, they didn't teach us to do business or run a business. They taught us to work for a business, right? So if you look at it, like for me, my business isn't my side hustle, right? It's my full time. And it's a living example for our kids. And it's proof that they don't have to settle like how we settled for work, right? Trading time for money, and that we can earn online and we can enjoy life with those who matter the most. And we don't have to live and wait for that paycheck that disappears and then wait for another one, right? That mindset of waiting paycheck to paycheck, that is possible for them to build something of their own and on their own terms, like you've all mentioned already. And when you see actually, like you, even when you see like somebody inspiring in our business, right? They're stepping outside of their comfort zone. And if we show our kids that, hey, step out of your comfort zone, learn new skills, and you've all mentioned that, right? And this business is made easy for everyday people like us who wants to start a business but don't know where to begin, right? And I have to honestly tell you, when I started this business, I did not know anything about online business. And that training, that comprehensive training that walks you step by step, teaches you how to set up your business. So it's for everyday people who has that desire to want change and to want to change their children's future too, like how we're talking about teaching our kids about purpose through our lives, right? And we're the leaders, and we're the models that are going to show them how to learn new skills, to show up with purpose, even if it's hard, like you've already mentioned too. And that they're not just learning entrepreneurship, right? But they're learning courage, like we've mentioned already, confidence, self-belief, discipline, and a vision. So when we're running, like I can honestly say, we talk a lot about how this business is like planting seeds, right? So you're planting seeds now so that it will grow in your children's mindsets later on, because they see you, right? They see you, they hear you. And so the question is like, what kind of a mindset are you modeling? For us here, we're all modeling entrepreneur mompreneurs, right? So that our children will one day grow up to be entrepreneurs and see that you don't have to work so hard. You can work smarter. And there's a better way to earn online, because the online world is like taking over. And honestly, we're showing them what kind of future that's that's possible, right? If they just step out of their comfort zone. And so for me, being the best version of myself is going to help model for my boss that. So if for those of you who don't know why I keep referencing boss, it's because my son, right? He's my only boss now because I run my online business full time. So when you hear me reference boss, he's the only one who dictates my time. Who I wake up to his alarm clock. And so when I say boss, it just means him, okay? So I just want to remind everyone out there, that you're already teaching your kids when you are showing them a future that's possible, that financial freedom and time freedom is possible. And that's very powerful. And that you don't need to be superhuman, right? You don't have to be super mom or super dad. They just need you to live with purpose and show them through your life so that they can learn from you too. And so, yeah, purpose, you guys already mentioned everything. And I just wanted to, say how amazing and flexible this business is, that it allows us to be present parents too. So that's a purpose too, when you're present for them and you're showing them that it's okay. You don't have to not live. So don't just survive. You can actually live, right? So yeah, that's my take on it. Back to you.
Yeah, and that makes me think of when my parents came to America, and there was so much emphasis on go to school, get a good job. And so that's what I did. I went to school, I got a good job, but my parents didn't talk about happiness. Like, are you happy doing what you're doing? And I just thought there's a point in happy, like every day I'm so miserable going to work, and they didn't talk about happiness. Like, are you happy doing what you're doing? And I think that's one of the things where I was like, okay, I'm making them happy by having a stable job, but for me, I wasn't happy. And I think that's one of the things that I teach my kids, that I model for them, that, okay, and I voice it too. And I'm just like, gosh, I'm so frustrated today, but you know what, I'm going to invest in this and this. And so I'm talking aloud my thought process so that they can see that. And it's like, okay, what am I going to do? Or what can they do if they're going through a similar thing? And so really it is, it is really just modeling, not just what we learn, but then also being willing to change that, be able to be open to change how we parent and how we are living our lives so that we can open up more doors for them. Yes. And then anyone else who wants to share any closing thoughts about the topic, feel free to.
I just want to say one thing. Well, not one, maybe a little thing. I just want to remind everyone watching again that you don't have to be perfect, okay? And you don't have to know it all. You don't have to have it all figured out if you want to start a business, right? Even if it's not this online business, if it's something that you've been looking for, and if it is this business and you're seeing us, maybe it's meant for you to see us because you've been asking for change. And if you resonate with any of these ladies on this panel here tonight, message them, send them a DM or register on their websites, and they'll send you next steps. You don't have to commit, right? It's just no obligation. Send your next steps so you can learn more about our business. You just have to be intentional, because when you're living through purpose, you're showing your kids purpose. And when your life is led with purpose, because this business will help you find your purpose, because it helped me find my purpose in life and what I really wanted to do and what my purpose is here on earth. Because the universe, it gives you signs, but if you're not looking and not paying attention, but we're here on your screen, that's probably because you're asking for something. So lead your life with purpose, and your kids, and even if you don't have kids, right, your parents, your siblings, they won't just hear you, they'll feel it, okay? They won't just hear it, they'll feel it too. That there is more to life than just that routine of get up, go to work, come home, repeat, right? So I just wanted to say that come check us out. That's my shameless plug. Come check us out for yourself. No obligation. We have tonight's actually Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Hectic month that I'm losing my days, but Tuesday we have our free info workshop that you can check out. So reach out or comment, leave a comment, and one of the ladies, amazing, successful business partners here, will reach out to you because we are real people. And we do answer questions because we want to share this amazing blessing with you. And if we can just touch one life, one family, it's like a blessing already to us. So that's what I wanted to share.
Thank you, Coach. Any of you ladies want to share your final words?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and add something in there. Just wanted to say that, this amazing online community is really built on compassion and positivity, and the energy that you put out really does come back to you. And so when we lead with gratitude and good intentions, we attract the same in return. So, let's continue to keep lifting each other and, spreading those good vibes. And just like what Coach said mentioned, come and check us out. You'll have all the information that you'll need. We went through the same free workshop as well. And so we're all living proof of this as well. So don't be shy and come and check us out.
Thank you, Linda.
Welcome.
Tui, you want to share? And then Pena, if you want to share too. And then I'll just close it up after. Go ahead, Tui. You want to go first?
I think, yes, I agree with Linda. Don't be shy. You need to design right now. And you have the financial free time, and you have anything you want for the future that your dream. You try right now. Yes.
Thank you. And Pena?
Yeah.
Yes. So if anyone is interested or would like to learn more about this digital business, do reach out to any one of us. And again, we want to teach our kids and ourselves that we are breaking barriers for on a positive side, that we want to make a change. Then we have to take the next step. Because if you don't take the next step, you're just gonna stay in the same routine, for the longest time, and then it's gonna be boring, honestly. And you want some boom in your life, then come check us out.
Yes. Thank you, ladies. And thank you, Tui and Linda, for joining us, as well as Pena and Coach. And I just, as we're closing out, for those of you who have watched the live this far, I really want you to think about this. Are you being the best version of yourself for your kids? Because your kids are watching you. So whatever you're doing, it's like that saying, do as I say, not as I do. So wait, is that right? Do as I say, do as I say, not as I do. But kids are really watching you, okay? So you have to be the best version of yourself if you want your kids to even be able to be half of that, okay? And they're gonna see you as this person, this role model, and they're going to do exactly what you're doing. So if you're sitting there on your phone just scrolling, and if you're watching this scrolling, then this is you saying, you know what, you got to do something more. Okay, you got to do something more for yourself, because your kids are going to model after you. So with that being said, I want you all to just think about that. How do you see yourself as the best version of you, and really create your life from that. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to any of us, and we will see you all again next Tuesday. Have a great evening or good morning, wherever you're at. Bye.
Bye.